I'm going to show you guys how to build a voltage divider circuit. Okay, here I have four resistors. Every one of these is the same value. Okay, got my four resistors wired up. I'm going to hook them up to a battery, 9-volt battery. Then we'll take some measurements so I can show you how this voltage gets divided. Yep. I got a 9-volt battery hooked up to four equal resistances in series. Okay, what that means is whatever voltage I put here, I'm going to have equal volt drops across each resistor. So if you want to get equal volt drops, you have to have equal resistances. Okay, otherwise they will proportion, the volt drops will be proportional to the resistances. So like if you had 100 ohm resistor and a 50 ohm resistor, well, the 100 ohms is going to have twice as much volt drop as the 50 ohms. Hope that makes sense. But anyway, let me show you guys my voltmeter here. So I hook up my leads here and here. So I'll have pretty close to 9 volts. I'm reading 8.86. Okay. If I go here, across one resistance, I'm just reading across this one resistor, I got about 2.2 volts. Now I should have that across every resistor. So if I move this one from here, see, about 2.21, about the same. Or if I read across just this one, see, I should have the same voltage. Okay, about 2. So every volt drop should be equal because these are equal resistances. Okay, now let's say if this was a voltage dividing circuit, which it could be. If I wanted 2 volts, I'd go here. See, I got 2.2 volts. If I wanted 4 volts, I'd go here. And I got 4.42 volts. If I wanted 6 volts, I would go here. This thing's moving around too much. Okay, so across 3 resistances, I have 6 volts. Okay. Across all 4, I got about 8 volts. Just to show you guys, I'm going to change the input voltage by, let me add another 9-volt battery. Okay, change my input. I'm going to wire these 2 batteries and snap them together so they're in series. Okay, now I got 9 volts and 9 volts in series, so should have about 18 volts. And I do. Well, I got 17. So once again, I got four equal resistances, and I have about 18 volts input. I'm only showing 17 because I got a volt drop. It's bringing the voltage down. But anyway, I have 4 equal resistances, so I could build a voltage dividing circuit. Here I have 17 volts. Let's see what the voltage drop is across each resistor. So each resistor, since I doubled the voltage, I got about double the output across each resistor. 4.26 volts now. See, I got 4.26, and that should be the same across each resistor, which it is. This one's about 4.27. Okay. Now if I read here, see, so if I got about 4 volts across each resistor, if I read here, I got about 4.26. Here I got 8.52. Across this resistor, I've got 12.73. And across all 4, got 17. So 17, reading across 3, 12 across 2, 8 across 1, 4. Alright. So basically 4 equal resistances divide the input voltage by 4. Okay. Now let me change the voltage one more time. I'm going to add another 9-volt battery. Okay, now I got 3. This should be about 27 volts. So now I'm inputting 27 volts. So let's see what I got across 4. Well, I'm reading 25 now, so about 27. It's dropping, like I said, because it's a loaded circuit. It's dynamic. It's going to drop a little bit. Okay, so now anyway, I got 4 resistances. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to see what I got across. I'm reading 6 volts across 1. Across 2, reading about 12.94 volts. Across 3, I'm reading 19.41 volts. Across 4, I'm reading 25 volts. Okay. Alright. Let me hook up one more battery. See what we got. Okay, now I got 4 batteries wired in series. 9 times 4, 36, should be about 36 volts across all 4. I'm reading about 34 volts, 34.6 volts. Let's see what so 36 volt or 34 volts divided by 4 should be what each resistor, because they're all equal. So alright, I got about 8.6 volts, 8.64 volts across one resistor. Across 2 got about 17.3, but let me read across just this middle resistor, should be about 8.6. This one should be 8.6, but across 3, 25, and about 36, 34 volts. So anyway, as you can see, you can manipulate the input voltage, but whatever voltage you have coming in, if you have 4 equal resistances, it's going to divide the input voltage by 4. Well, this time I'm only going to wire up 3 of them. Okay, so let's say let me take my if I bypass this resistor, okay, now I only have three resistors wired up, so whatever my input voltage is, now I'm only going to divide it by 3 loads. So as you can see, if I hook up here, I should have my 36 volts here. I'm reading 34. And if I read here, now I'm dividing that by 3, so I got about 12 volts. Okay, so now because I only have 3 resistors wired up, the fourth one's not wired up, it's bypassed, so now I have 36 divided by 3 equal loads. I got about 12 volts here, about 24 here, and about 36 here. Okay, well, if I only wire up 2, okay, now I got about 36 volts divided by 2, so it should be about 18 volts across here, which it is, about 18 volts. And I got 34 across 2, 18. So that's how you can build a voltage dividing circuit. Is 4 equal resistances will cause 4 equal volt drops. Or if you have 3 equal or 2 equal or whatever number you want, that's how you can divide voltage, by having however many equal resistances you want. That's how many you wire in series, and you'll have an equal volt drop. So if you had, 36 volts and you had 9 equal resistances, you'd have 4 volts across each one. Well, kind of hope that makes sense.